Welcome to Soulight Hypnotherapy. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Not quite ready to get started. Hold on. Sorry about that. All right, so this is going to be a reading on the midterms. Tuesday, the big day. I've been very, very nervous. I don't want to say I was nervous, but I've been trying not to be nervous by just not thinking about the negative case scenarios. I'm just trying not to think about it and hoping for the best. You know, been watching a lot of other readers, and the readers really do make you feel better, don't they? They really do make you feel better. I want to shout out Ellie from Down Under. She's really good. And let's see, who else? I'm trying to look up there. Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. And of course, the Psychic Violetta. They always make me feel better. And I've been wondering if I should do a reading myself or just let it go. But I decided to do one anyway. So this is my reading. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing to my channel, and sharing the video with your friends so that my channel can grow. So let's get started. I have basic questions for the cards, but you know that when I work with Sibillas, they like to chat. So what I'm trying to tell you is that the cards will answer my questions, but they might give more information than what I asked for. And because of that, I don't know exactly when it will play out. But it's still, you know, scenarios that could play out. I just can't give you the time frame exactly. So let's get started. Okay. So my first question was, and I'm using the Tarot of Oppositions today, along with the Sibilla Oracle cards. So will there be clarity about who the victors are on Election Day, on Tuesday? So that was, my mother had that question. She wanted to know, will the country have resolve on Tuesday? And the answer to that is the Two of Coins. And so what that is saying is that the answer is basically there's some iffy stuff going on. So most likely no. A lot of matters or perhaps races will still be undecided or up in the air, being figured out or too close to call. Spirit says to expect some delays or indecision, but not to let it wig us out. Don't let it make us crazy, the Nine of Swords. Hi, Jace. I'm not really able to look at the screen while I'm reading, but thank you for your comment. Nice to see you, Jace. Thank you for tuning in. So the Nine of Swords is about not wigging out, and that's what Spirit is telling us to do, you know. So there's going to be a lot of tension, and we're going to be on edge, especially around the congressional races. I didn't ask about governor races. I only asked about congressional seats and Senate seats. But I do feel like, unfortunately, that Carrie Lake will most likely win. And I'm getting a no vibe on the Stacey Abrams. But I wish she would win. Anyway, I can't exactly say for sure, but that's just the vibe I'm getting from those two individuals. So let's get on to the Democrats. This is the Democrats and the Republicans. And this position here is about who will win the House. Democrats have the Nine of Swords. And in this deck, this is the Nine of Swords upright, which would be the Nine of Swords reverse in a regular tarot deck. And the Republicans got the Seven of Swords upright. Okay? So, the Democrats, there will be a lot of tension and nervousness and fear about the outcome in the congressional races. And the psyche of the Democrats, the liberals, the collective will be tested. This is due to cheating and accusations of a steal from the opponent. The election process through a means of mental, cyber, and psychic energy. So not only will they be frustrating the process in some way through actions, but they'll be using tactics of the mind and the spirit to frustrate the minds and the believers of the people and the beliefs of the people. And there will need to be a thorough examination of these races, especially in some key states. Spirit wants us to allow the process to unfold and to take place and to tune out as best we can the lies and deceit coming from the other side. I clarified this card and I got the wedding, which is saying just what I said a minute ago, that for us, the Dems, the liberals, that we need to get prepared for some bullshit and some serious mind fucking. Tonight's the night. All right. Seven of Swords is the Republican side. So this is definitely an attempt to steal and to use clever manipulation or tactics upon our psyche. To clarify that, I got the party pastime. So what they're doing is they're celebrating victory or win before it's even decided. Things are up in the air and they're celebrating victory or win. So that's what's happening there. But the outcome for the Dems is most likely some money reversed, some money upright. And the outcome for the Republicans is most likely the female consultant reverse. So some money is about coming up short, having to cope with current inadequacy, and doing the best that you can with it. But in the end, after a period of drama, conflict, or struggle, and a pause, the work will resume. So what that's telling me is, and you won't lose the little that you've got. So what this is telling me is that the Democrats will come up short in what they hope to gain or acquire, but they won't lose the little that they have. They already have a majority, so they're going to hold on to that, just barely. Okay? And so I think that the pause in the work, maybe it's the holiday, pause for the holidays or whatever, but I think that what that's really referring to is they come back and resume, I think, like the committees, the January 6th committee and all that investigation. So I feel like that's still going to continue. The outcome for the Republicans is the reverse female consultant. And this is saying that what the Republicans, the Congressional Republicans, paved the way for or set the tone for was pathologically unsound, unethical in their behavior, and with insincerity. And there will be a refusal to admit to flaws or to accept loss. So they will be fighting, contesting the outcomes once decided. And that will probably, there'll probably be a lot of them not conceding. And this will, be a mind fuck. Excuse my language. On the Senate side, who will win the Senate side? The majority seats in the Senate. We have the Democrats have the Emperor. The Republicans have the Knight of Pentacles reverse. So what this tells me is that there is a clear, definite, dominant win for the Senate seats by the Democrats. The mantle of rulership and power goes to the Democrats. And for some reason, a young senator, maybe one with dark hair or dark skin, not too old, has presidential appeal, and appeal is called out. I don't know if that has to do with the race or if it's additional information. All right? To answer the question, how will the Republicans do in the Senate seats? They have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Upright is fulfilling the mission. Reversed is the mission is delayed or unfulfilled. I feel they will lose a seat or two, thus giving the Democrats a majority control. A clear majority control, a dominance there. This tells me that the Republicans are not able to get a job done or to fulfill their mission, or their mission will be delayed. They're still on a mission to take down the authority, to take down the democracy and control it for themselves. So it's just delayed. It's not gone. And like I said before, I see a dark-haired man on the Democratic side, and there is some danger for him. He has presidential appeal. Okay, what I feel, what I'm picking up is that there is a plan, and Biden's aware of it. There's a plan on the Democratic side to groom someone to run for president in 24. And I think that there is an awareness of the plan, and there's going to be some sort of plot or effort to take down this energy before it starts its rise. Now, that may or may not have anything to do with this election on Tuesday. This is just additional information. The cards I'm picking up, okay? This dark-haired man or dark man, air sign, a senator or someone with presidential appeal, is targeted by an enemy and will need protection. This enemy is planning both a direct and an indirect attack to reveal negative news or dark secrets about and to take down this energy, or to actually attack this energy in a physical way. This is a physical, very physical card. So there needs to be some kind of effort made there to beef up security, because these people is losing their mind. They're losing their mind. So final question I had for the cards is, what will happen in the country after the election? So on this side here, right here, is the Dems, the Liberals. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up button, everybody. Thank you for subscribing. And if you'd like a personal reading, reach out. If you'd like SRT, hypnotherapy, reach out. My information is in the description box. Thanks for sharing my videos with your social media friends. All right. What will happen in the country after the election? Thank you, Pam. Thank you so much. You're a sweetheart. Thank you for your continued support. Pam has sponsored the reading. Thank you, Pam. All right. What will happen in the country after the election? We have the Four of Pentacles for the Dems, clarified by the Amuletto or the Sick Man. We have the Four of Swords for the Republicans, clarified by Speranza, reversed. And in between is what's happening, okay? So Four of Pentacles for the Democrats. There's a feeling of security after the election for the Democrats. A feeling of security and possession of what's needed to feel secure. We're holding on tightly to it. We're grateful to be holding on still, but there's a sense of unease connected to that. Amuletto, or the Sick Man, says this growing unrest or sounding off of unrest, the Judgment reverse, indicates that the democracy, the threat to our democracy, isn't healed yet. and we are not in recovery. We're not even in recovery, folks. More medicine or surgery is needed, and the energy of unrest needs to be dealt with. It's saying that the Republican Party is dirty, spoiled, tainted, and unclean, and the disease is spreading. And I'm also getting a warning that, unfortunately, the C virus, or one of its jump-offs, might rear its head, creating illness or perhaps imminent deaths. So we need to be careful to follow any guidelines given in the winter months if that should happen. But for the most part, it's warning of unrest to come. Yeesh, Louise. I haven't got to the good part yet. Four of Swords. What will happen in the country after the election on the Republican side? The MAGA Republican side. You got the Four of Swords reversed and Speranza reversed. Sorry, my dog is looking at me and I'm wondering what she needs. The Four of Swords reversed is saying that for the Republicans there is much unrest. This would be rest and this would be unrest. Nightmares, really. Their worst case scenario happens. There's restlessness and a desire to upset our sense of security. To upset the establishment. This is the Three of Pentacles. And they're dreaming up or planning up a nightmare scenario. Now this could be in general, or this could be the mind of an individual or individuals. Judgment reversed and the Three of Pentacles describes what's happening. So there is going to be a negative reaction to a decision or a call that will be made, and it could create a riot, calamity, and discord in some cities. Now, I don't know if this is happening around on the day of the election or after the election. This is just what I'm picking up. The cards are telling me, okay? The question was after the election, so it's after the election, okay? So there's some sort of judgment call, decision that is made, creating riot or calamity, discord in some cities. And I clarified this with the Widower, reverse. Now, y'all know, remember, when I use these cards to do a lot of the Trump readings, this reminded me of Trump because of that big coat he always wore. So I'm feeling like this is Trump. And he was a recent widower, wasn't he? Ivana, the first wife, who by Catholic standards is the only wife. So he's a widower, right? I feel like this is Trump, based on that logic. Whoever this is, this energy is very negative when it's upright, and extremely negative, magnified negativity when it's reversed. And it can indicate sudden painful loss and imminent death. Now, I've already told you that there is a possibility of a senator. It could even be a president or an assistant, someone near the president, being targeted for some sort of violence. Did I tell you that? I don't know if I told you that specifically, but that's what I'm telling you. There's a threat of that. There's also a threat of illness, infection, disease, creating imminent death. And I just want to, that's jogging my memory, because I recently saw a picture of Kim Jong-un on the TV. Not a picture, a broadcast of Kim Jong-un. And it did not look like him. And if you guys search my videos, my presidential video playlist for Kim Jong-un, you'll pull up a story where I tell you that when the C virus first came on, that I thought that he had died or was in a coma, and that whoever was presenting themselves as Kim Jong-un was a doppelganger. And I recently saw him on the news, and it did not look like him to me. It did not look like him to me. I'm just saying, I don't know. You guys agree with me there, but I definitely don't think that that's Kim Jong-un. But I digress. Where was I? The widower. So the judgment reverse is clarified by the widower reverse, which I think is Trump. So there's some sort of negative judgment or call that is made could create riot, calamity, or discord. And it's indicative of a painful loss or imminent death. This might involve a person or persons with a severe mental disorder. Someone who's been immorally misguided, deliberately manipulated to carry out an act of harm or murder. So the cards are picking up. Not exactly sure who it's directed at. Could be Biden, a colleague or assistant of Biden. It could be a senator. It could be Trump himself. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure when this will play out. But the cards are telling the story. This individual or persons that it is referring to, this energy is referring to, has a lot of anger and rage that is and will be exploited. And it's also saying that the wicked intentions of a negative right is being carried out. Now that has nuance, doesn't it? The wicked intentions of a negative right is being carried out. Whatever picture that creates for you, let your intuition guide you. The Three of Pentacles reverse is disgruntled energy. Plans not working out. Angry persons involved. Black money. Backdoor deals. Ace of Swords reverse, or despair. Bad news, and there's evidence. Plots and schemes. Remember, whenever we see a plot, there's a plot and scheme here. Evidence. Plot and scheme of the widower. I wonder if this is Ivana's tomb. I wonder. This is reversed. So when it's upright, it indicates bad news. When it's reversed, it softens the blow of the bad news or the event. But it does have violence and aggression linked to it when it's next to the widower. That's a little basic Sibilla 101. If it's preceded by an even more negative card, it can bring an end to a difficult period and herald a period of joy and good fortune coming in. So there's an end of something that's been really negative, and this is Trump's card. Something that is announced, some sort of judgment that is made is going to bring on the end of Trump. It may trigger some unrest, but something else happens that softens the blow or tones down the heat, right? And that might be related to what is uncovered or retrieved in a fishing expedition. What y'all think about that? What do you guys think that means? there's some bad news that will lead to unrest for Trump, I believe. And all of the hard work, blood, sweat, and tears will result in this bad news. Surprise consolation, or I can't say it in Italian, consolante sorpresa. Consolante sorpresa. Consolante sorpresa. Surprise consolation. This is a grand prize jackpot. It's worth a lot of money. This is a lot of money here. Or this is a get-rich-quick scheme. But whatever this is, it's more than enough to bring down the end, the downfall of the widower. And because it is announced, even though there's fear of unrest and uneasiness, because it is announced, and it might involve some sort of backdoor deals, I don't know why this is Jared for me now. This is Jared. Or okay, I'm linking too much, and I'm gonna lose myself. I think what it is there's going to be some sort of judgment call, an announcement upon Trump. It's going to set off unrest, or trigger some kind of unrest. But something will soften the blow. It will be something that gets recovered or discovered or claimed. And there's going to be so much evidence, documents, and witnesses that it can't be ignored, right? And for some of us, this will bring on great joy and good fortune. And for others, it will bring on anguish of the soul and a refusal to accept the truth. The thing that's coming out will lower the volume or lower the heat. So, wow. I think the MAGA Republicans are going to be in a state of deep denial, upset, or unrest, refusing to accept or see the truth, and they'll be sick about it. I think that they're pretty sick. Like some of them are hopelessly sick or just mentally conditioned. They just can't see the truth. There's a refusal to look up and see the truth. This state of mind is clarified by Speranza reversed. Upright, this is hope. Reverse, it's unfulfilled hope and gloom. There's a lot of disillusionment in this card. So the investment of energy that they gave to all of this is not well spent, and it just floors them or depresses them or makes them angry. There's different ways they'll be dealing with it. Some of them will wrestle with their delusions, and others will calm themselves with evil intentions and wicked plans. So I feel like there's going to be some real clear evidence that really damns Trump, that you cannot ignore. And for the country, it'll be the end of Trump. It's very damning evidence. There's witnesses to corroborate it. It might be something that gets discovered or retrieved. Okay? And it might involve old Ivana's plot. I'm just saying. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. And again, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share my videos, help my channel grow. And if you'd like to donate or support the channel, you can become a Patreon subscriber. You can make a donation through PayPal. All the links are in the description box. Or you can reach out for a reading or hypnosis or SRT support. God bless you all, and thank you. And just try to stay calm. It is going to be whatever it's going to be. And I'm trusting that everything's going to be okay. All right. God bless you. Bye. Thank you for all your support. God bless.